Presently, we are unable to entertain our students at the moment because our entire grade 10 block is damaged. The cafeteria area, tuck shop, the labs, all that section where the auditorium is totally damaged. So as a result of that, it is not usable and it's not safe for students to come in at the moment. Students need contact and the space is needed. All the science labs are around there. Physics lab, chemistry lab, bio lab, and as I said, the IT lab. So that section is critical to
Operations.
yes, to operation, as well as the vice principal offices, the libraries there, or reading room is there. That entire section is damaged. So at present, without something being done there, it's impossible for us to actually start school because we wouldn't be able to serve from our tuck shop. The students are already coming into the system not being ready for high school as it relates to mathematics, and we have serious challenges with the type of students that we get. They come with fear for the subject, and the fact that we are out of school, it means that it's less contact time for the students, and if they are already behind the 8 ball with less time, it is definitely going to affect how they actually perform in the subject, because they'll still have their issues and there are still other things that they don't know, and we still have the same number of school days to prepare them to do the exam. So for example, our C6 students will have less time to prepare because, as you might know, the C6 timetable is already set. So the number of days that we lose will actually impact the student in a negative way. Because if the grade 10 get less days, it simply means that there's something that they would not have done moving into grade 11. And if you go to grade 9, the same thing. So they'll move, it affects every single year group. The fact that they are not in school when school is supposed to have started.
So, as the head of the maths department, what are your remedies? How you plan to navigate that?
Well,
Especially for C6.
We are planning to have like some Saturday classes for the students and also some after school classes. However, we have challenges with after school because of where the students are from, the distance from the school and the poor transportation problem within the area. So if you ask students to stay for an hour after school for classes, they might have challenges reaching home because most of the vehicles are here for dismissal. So when they fill up and leave, it is difficult for a student 1 hour after to get something to go home. And some of the students are from Westport and in the hills, so they have to get into Port Antonio so that they can catch another transportation to go up. We have students as far as from Yalas, and so they have to go, they leave here, they go to Mark, they have to get something else to go, and even when they go to Yalas, sometimes they have to go in the hills. So to be sure, they want to be out there as school dismissed to get the first thing to move, so it affects after school programs. And when you think about the Saturdays now, sometimes you'll have a small number who can actually come because the economics of the area, because a lot of persons outside of eastern Jamaica don't understand that this is still one of the poorest part of the country, because we don't have anywhere that employs a lot of individual, especially low skilled people. So people live from day to day and they don't have a lot of additional resources to actually help with programs to help the students who have deficiencies. Starting the week of the 15th, we will have enough classroom space to accommodate 4 year group per day.
They call it A group.
Year group meaning
A year group?
Yeah, 4 year group per day. So what we'll do is grade 10 and 11, that's the CSEC and the next CSEC group. They will be here every day along with the grade 7. And then we're going to rotate the grade 8 and 9. So if grade 9 come on Monday, grade 8 come on Tuesday, grade 9 then come back on Wednesday, and then grade 8 come on Thursday. So it's going to be a 3-2 system between the 8 and the 9 because we are short of one entire block. We have 6 classrooms which are out. And the fact that we don't have any other area to accommodate that another year group, we can't keep them here. As you realize, the rain, so we don't have anywhere to keep them. So we'll actually just rotate 8 and 9 until something is done. Our plan is that for next week, we are inviting, so for each year group, we're inviting both parents and children in. So Monday when grade 8 comes, it's not just the student, the parents will be here.
Oh, okay.
So on Tuesday the same. So that these parents have an understanding of how we are going to approach until things get better. You might notice sometimes your phone drop call because we don't have good phone service, much less internet service in this era. So we're having phone challenging plus internet challenging. So you see, at the moment, it was a little better before the storm, but since the storm, it's terrible. Because not even digital doesn't work well anymore since the storm. So in terms of connectivity, online cannot exist.
So we don't even think about online class?
No, because that can't exist in our reality.
Any particular concerns being raised by staff though in terms of going forward?
Well, the same concerns that I have in terms of how long will they take to get this done, how long our students will be out of school, and that is why they're in total agreement that once they make it safe and we bring in those 4 groups, we can work like that on a daily basis and ensure that we have our students being getting instruction.
A number of your challenges based on my observations were pre-burial.
Yes.
I mean, what measures were being put in place to deal with those?
The school is 125 years. Not much maintenance has been taking place. What we get for maintenance yearly is really a drop in the bucket. Cannot really take care of the buildings, especially based on our location. We're located right in front of the sea. A lot of sea north affects the physical structure. And so we, as a school, we have been trying to ensure that we keep it looking a certain way. Then we lost a section of the school to heavy rains and we had to shut it down. We made the necessary information, made it available to the ministry. Our regional office tried their best. They had actually gotten the funds to work on RV Hall and the admin block, which is also leaking. The funds were allotted, but then the storm came and affected the auditorium and did further damage to RV Hall as well as the C block, and so it became a bigger project which the regional office could no longer keep on their table, so it was given to NET to take care of it.
How much money do you think is the budget to maintain the school for a year?
I need at least $2 billion.
Million?
Yes.
At least $2 billion.
For maintenance only, and I'm talking about the physical structure. I'm not talking about equipment maintenance. I'm talking about just the physical structure. If I'm to paint this school for one of the blocks only, I can recall last year I painted the back of the C block and RV Hall, and I spent over $1 million in terms of material and workmanship, because no one is willing to go up very high for us just a measly sum of money. You have to pay them. So the higher they go, is more money they charge.
What is the allowance? What is the nature of the allowance?
Currently, we're getting $500,000 for the year to maintain this, and this is not the entire school. The school field is offshore. It's down in the other community. You would have passed it on your way coming.
$500,000 outside the school fees.
Yeah, and that cannot maintain this. Cannot.
I don't think how we approach education in Jamaica, we do it equitably. And what I mean by that is that we send the best students to the best schools, and we give the best schools better resources. And if Jamaica is going to change in terms of our educational outcomes, it can't be like that, because schools have to be given what they want. In terms of, for example, if you know you send students here with these deficiencies, put systems in place and give the supports that is needed. So it can't be that you expect us to bundle 60 students who are not numeric and literate in a class, 35 or 40, because Studies have shown that students with severe disabilities or deficiencies, the smaller the groups are, is the better the teacher will actually reach them. You have to bear in mind that we can't have students who are coming to school 10 o'clock for 8 o'clock school. They already have challenges, and there's nothing that is being done to improve transportation of students within the local. And our students are traveling 30 miles, 25 miles to get to school.
Transportation is definitely that is.
Definitely.
And I'm
safe.
sure these concerns would have been raised with the authorities before.
They are aware.
From education to
Look here,
transportation.
you see when they were working on the road, they have demonstration because the students could not get to school, and when they leave school they reach home 9 and 10 o'clock at night. So the ministries are aware, and we don't get the support. We don't think we get enough support from this the powers that be. Because if we have the Minister of Transport as being such a powerful man in the country, he's the MP for West Portland, his wife is the MP for Eastern Portland. Why we couldn't get 2 school buses in Portland? And he knows of the problem.